crazy story. Corona comes from Latin language and means crown. And right now I'm asking myself, is that the crown of lies and betrayal and corruption? Because of a few thousand deaths, corrupt governments or susceptible or gullible governments in the pockets of the global pharmaceutical cartel, or sometimes I say mafia, are deliberately organizing an economic crisis. I think the corona hype is a deliberate choice of the authorities to call the crisis now. They have fabricated this. Corona has a quick spread, that is right, that has a low mortality, that is very clear. We know that the young people are completely disaffected, they are not affected by Corona. It's 0.2% who die. And these are in fact cartel figures. It's completely unproven because we don't have the real tests. We don't know what to test already. So in the older people, above 80 years old, for example, they are very much in danger. But of course, you know, all of them have this or that other illness, at least one. So nobody knows, in fact, what's the truth here. We just hear a huge, very noisy propaganda. And then we have two new political changes coming with it. And now I come to your story. The health security is now a new branch of government. Very strange. It operates in Germany with the Ministry of the Interior. And we have these enforced limitations. We have house arrests and sealed off areas in big towns, stopped activities, a huge economic backlash and huge cost. Germany has just approved 325 million euro special budget. What do they spend it on? 250 million on protection garment. That's crazy. We should use it for honey, for tea, for lemons and things like that. Explain to the people that a healthier lifestyle would be good for them. Nobody is afraid of, coughing or sneezing of influenza. And suddenly we have to be, in dreadful pain and fear about Corona. That's completely crazy. These governments handle the Corona crisis alongside the wishes of the pharmaceutical cartel. And that is interesting that the cartel can reach so far as to stop the social life of a whole population. Global pharmaceutical cartel, that is part of 5 huge cartels, and the top cartel, as I sometimes say in my interviews, my international interviews, that is the financial mafia. They are ruling the globe, and they are very deeply interlinked with the pharmaceutical mafia and the media mafia. These three together now rule the globe. That is a very, very bad story. And of course, that's the new world where the governments disrupt their people's lives for the wishes of a greedy cartel. I'd say not the effect, the infection is the attack. The attack is by the global cartels and how they use a certain, invented name for an invented virus and say, okay, now the people are dying from that. And they do it via the media. Bill Gates. And then look at this funny event of Johns Hopkins University, the Institute for Health Security. There we have it. It was called the Event 201. This, meeting took place in October 18 last year. Now, to my present-day judgment, I would say that swine flu and bird flu just served as test cases for a better means to really influence politics, really go deeply into the societies. So they were just test cases, and yes, of course, they were fabricated. And now, as I said, that, coronavirus was theoretically pre-tested scientifically, I'm, pretty much leaning to the opinion that also coronavirus is just a happy invention by a very greedy and very rich, in fact, corporate cartel of pharmaceutical companies. In those cases, with swine flu and bird flu, we had hundreds of millions of vaccine doses sold to governments. I think in one case the German government bought 55 million doses, and the problem was that the Germans were not ready to accept the vaccination, so that doctors were offering them these things. They were advising them, you take this vaccine, and the citizens, the patients, did not do that. They said, no, I don't need this, I don't think this is so dangerous, I don't take it. So now they did a completely new marketing story about Corona. That means they created a problem. They showed all these pictures with their face masks and dead bodies and things like this, and pictures from Chinese hospitals in Wuhan where the people are lying dead in plastic bags in the rooms, and even in the checking rooms with new patients. Very, very interesting pictures. And then we think, oh my God, this is really a very urgent case. And then people ask for the vaccine. That's something new. So I think they wanted to create an environment where the people are asking for what these guys want to sell, in fact. Not that they repeat like bird flu and swine flu cases where the people reject the vaccine. So this is what they do for that. They disrupt economies, they disrupt social lives, they disrupt the life of whole countries just to earn their money with these bloody vaccines. That is clear. Are we witnessing a depopulation operation? And I said too few people, in fact, are dead for a depopulation issue. But more, of course, is to come. More experiments after Corona in the next 5-10 years maybe are to come. And the power grabbing and the subversive takeover of government and public institutions by the global corporate cartels, that is something that will come. So of course what their aim is clear: a new world order, a global government, very far away, very remote from the people. This is what they want. This is how they and why they made the European Union. That is a step ahead. So I think Corona is just one step amongst many. And if we are very careful nowadays with what happens, then we may